All right, is that on?
Yeah, it's on.
All right, so what, it's April 28th, and we're gonna open the pool. And we're gonna show you how to do it. So the first step, actually step 0, is how you close the pool. So what you wanna do is you wanna close the pool as late as possible, and also when you close it, you wanna have the water perfectly clean as it possibly can be. The cleanest it's been all year. That'll make opening it that much better. Let's start the process. First step is, let's get the cover off. If you have a safety cover like this, you basically need this tool right here. You should have it, and you basically just go around and pull it off like that. So you put this little piece in here and spin it and pull it off. All right. We also cleared this spot off here. This is where we're gonna lay the cover and fold it up. So you may want to do the same thing. Have a spot that you can put the cover. Oh, sorry guys, was I talking?
I'm trying to teach you how to throw a football.
All right, so we got the cover off. You can see a lot of stuff blew in underneath, but our water's clear. So all we have to do now is basically vacuum this all up. All right, so the next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna start opening up all the plumbing.
Can I skim the pool?
Yeah, start skimming the pool. The skimmer is in there. So now we're gonna take this out. All right, now we're gonna open up all the lines. So we expect bubbles when we open this. Yep. Bring my bucket around with me. Bubbles, good job. All right, now I'm gonna basically start putting all the drain plugs back in. So we pull all the drain plugs out when we close the pool. So like for example, this one right here, we have two drain plugs, so I'm gonna screw them in. I don't pull them all the way out in the winter. I just leave them kind of slightly ajar so that if any water gets in the system, it can drain out. But now that we are opening, we're gonna close it. I do the same thing on my filter. So there's a drain here. Close all our valves. Now before we turn it on, I'm gonna put a little bit of water. Just gonna put some water in the system. Oh, I think this is actually, this one needs to be tied. All right, so now that everything is, the system has water in it, as much water as we can get into it, we're gonna turn it on. So the way these work is, this is like kind of like an insert. You put that over there and then this on top. And this whole thing screws in. So the easiest way is to put this one on first. Now it's a matter of, at this point, just cleaning the water, okay? Getting your chemistry right and getting all this debris out of here. Since it is pretty dirty, I like to use these filter socks or skimmer socks. You get these, I'll put a link to these down below. But this will get all the fine stuff and keep it out of your filter. I do this for the first week or so. Or if there's a lot of pollen, I put this. This will save your filter. For the anchors. All right, so what we're gonna do is we're actually gonna pull this anchor out and we are going to inspect it. We're going to clean it, make sure there's nothing on it. And then we're just gonna throw a little bit of this white lithium grease. I keep this around the house for all kinds of different things. This is perfect for this. Clean it. Before we actually blew these out with a blower and then reinstall. And they usually give you a large Allen key. We're gonna run it in, but we're not gonna crank it down. So we're gonna go tight and then maybe just loosen it a little bit. Just so it doesn't move on people when they walk on it. That's good enough, but we're not gonna crank this thing down. For your ladders and railings, I also put this white lithium grease on here, and this just keeps it from seizing into the ground. So when you go to close the pool and you want to pull these things out, you're able to. You can pick this stuff up anywhere. It's great. I'll put a link to this down below. Last few steps here is to first subscribe to the channel. The next one you want to do is you want to actually clean your pool cover. You want to dry it off and get all the dust off. Fold it up, put it somewhere nice and dry. I like to put it on a top shelf in my garage. This keeps it away from rodents. Don't put it on your grass to let it dry because it could burn your grass. Ask me how I know that. Unfortunately, I did that. Then the last thing you want to do is check your pool chemistry. I needed some salt, so I'm adding some salt here. I'm Mike, Family DIY TV, and I'm out.